This is where we are going to bring in Danielle Smith from Global News Radio 770 CHQR to continue this conversation, and you're going to be offering more insight into this decision on your show as well today.
Well, I'm glad to see that the parents are trying to take this up to the next level, that they want to get a broad-based movement going to change the legislation, because clearly that's where the problem is. This not criminally responsible designation, it's almost like there should be two categories: not criminally responsible and not criminally responsible, but still dangerous, because this individual is still dangerous. When you look at some of the testimony that was given, and the parents have done a great job of summarizing it for us in the media, when he goes off his oral medication, he begins to start having the same symptoms that he had that led to his spiraling out of control and killing 5 people. He can't sleep, he gets anxious, he gets feelings of persecution. And when that occurs, that's when he becomes dangerous. So we are relying on him to continue taking his oral medication to keep that under control, and doing so without supervision. I think it's pretty obvious, number one, that there is still a need to supervise him until there can be some stabilization in his medication, and we know that he doesn't end up relapsing into any of those symptoms. But also just the period of time. What is the unseemly haste to get him back into the community? And it's almost like once the determination of not criminally responsible has happened, the hands of the justice system are completely off, and it becomes a medical decision. And doctors, they're looking at him as a patient. They're not looking at the broader threat to the community, which I think is unfortunate. And so there needs to be, and I agree with the parents on this, there needs to be some assessment of the legislation, probably some change to the legislation to account for cases like this. When somebody who is proven that their mental illness has led to such an extremely tragic outcome, they need a much higher bar to pass before they get any freedoms at all. And probably, as Greg Paris just said, probably should be monitored for the rest of their lives.
So it should be an interesting conversation for sure, and whether anything comes out of this, as a lot of people are speaking out against what has happened here. Thanks for this, Danielle.
My pleasure.
You can listen to Danielle's show at 9:30 on Global News Radio.